What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Welcome to another episode of...
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode of...
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode.
Another one bites the dust.
Welcome to another episode of KM Videos,
Another one bites the dust.
True Stories. Today's episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about me and my brother's relationship after it got repaired. It's going to also include some other stories that will eventually have its own story. I'm just trying to set the stage for y'all that's following along. You guys may remember I said I used to hang on Hoover Street every day. This is during the era of Daryl Gates' Operation Hammer. This is after the Karen Tashima shooting in Westwood. Another one of my childhood friends from elementary school, Little Looney, paroles in 1988. Well, around Christmas time, during the holidays, the homie Lil Rosco catches a case. He walks across Hoover Street, gets on a payphone, narcotic agents hit him up and find dope in his pocket. So the homie Rosco got a 6-month violation. About a month later, my brother gets out, and that's when he gets in a car accident. Now he comes back in 1983, catches a case and go to prison. He gets out in 86, catch a case and go back. He get out in January 1989. So now fast forward, bro heals up. Bro's doing good. He just got that crazy looking eye. He never got his weight back, so he's kind of slim. He still got his strength, but he's slim. So he looks a little crazy now, right? Somewhere around the beginning of the summer months, the homie Rosco paroles. And him and my brother hook up. They hadn't seen each other since the East Side in 1983. They're hanging out every day. They going out the world on wheels every Sunday. They banging together. They getting money together. They doing everything together. And then one day, they call in reinforcements. They call 2 more homies. And they go hit a lick for $168,000. According to my brother, there were stacks of $10 bills, $5 bills, and $1 bills. And the homies didn't want them. So bro takes them and gets an extra $8,000 from the lick. He goes and buys a 63 Chevy ragtop from the homie Donnie. He goes and buys him a Regal. He buys his girl a Volkswagen, and he buys a brand new IROC off the lot. So now he got this new red IROC to replace the IROC that he had wrecked. Eventually, he would trade that 63 ragtop for a 6 deuce hardtop. 1989 is lit. All the homies coming home. Gang banging is at its finest. The murder rate is at its highest. We going out every weekend, the world on wheels. We going to all these different events, turning out picnics and parties. We going to Venice Beach. We doing it all. The hood is at its peak. Bro was tight with Big Scatterbrain at this time. And they go out on Bryanhurst one night. All hell breaks loose. The homie Scatterbrain get killed. My bro gets shot in the back. Bro calls me and asks me to come pick him up. So I go scoop him up and I take him to the hospital. He goes to the hospital, they take his name down, and the bullet lies up right behind his heart. It's so close to his heart that he can't have surgery. The bullet is still in him to this day. They release him, I bring him home, and the police kick in our door. Bro had this metal rod in his right arm and a metal plate in his face and head. Now we got metal and Teflon in him. If he walks through a metal detector, he for damn sure is gonna set off the alarm. So the police arrest him and they arrest me. So we got arrested for this. We also got arrested for another case, driving with a shotgun in the car. So me and my brother had been arrested together twice, but never did no time together. He gets violated for being shot. I take all his guns. I'm riding down Crenshaw now in the Rag 63 hitting switches. I couldn't hop it, but I could hit the switches. I could lower it, I could raise it, I could raise the front, raise it back. I could do all that shit. I could half-ass put it on 3 wheels. I remember we had this weight bench in the backyard with Olympic weights. And him and Rosco go in the back, and bro say, come on, let's work out. Rosco like, fool, you can't work out. Bam say, I bet I could lift more than you. Rosco say, I bet you can't. Bro gets on the weight bench, and boom, he hits 450. So he still had his strength. He probably was at 515 at his max, 450 after the accident. Now this is where the revenge starts to kick in for him stealing my car. Every chance I got, I was taking something out his stash of money. Sometimes he would confront me about it, sometimes he wouldn't. And I would always deny it. But the type of guy I am, if I was right out busted or I knew I was just that wrong, I would replace the money when I could. But in the meantime, I'm taking everything from him that I can. When he gets out in 1990, we pull this elaborate burglary. He's driving the infamous Suzuki Jeep, and I'm the passenger. And he tells me, get out and go knock on that door. I'm not getting out going knock on no door. Like, I don't do the knocking. I just get inside. He's like, no, you go knock. I'm like, man, you see the gardeners over there, you see the neighbors out over there. I'm not going over there. He say, well, how the hell you gonna get home? Nigga, I'm gonna get home in this Jeep. He said, no, you not. So we going back and forth. We arguing in front of the spot. And he drives around the corner and he says, get out. So I get out and I walk toward the house. He comes around the corner because I knew he wasn't going nowhere. And he's mad at me, so he comes and he ends up going through the window. So I'm like, cool, like I usually do all the work. It's cool that bro's doing the work. So we get up in there. And this fool is grabbing Christmas presents from under the Christmas tree. This fool is grabbing all these wine bottles and alcohol bottles. And I'm saying to myself, what the hell is he doing? He never let me go on no licks with him, no burglaries with him. But this time, we celebrated Christmas together. It was Christmas on Eileen. Rosco comes by one night with two of his childhood friends from the east side. Two Crip dudes off the east side. And he tells me that they got a problem with some Mexicans and some Bloods on the east side. So I'm standing outside in the street up under the light pole, and I'm joking and clowning. What you east side niggas doing coming on the west side, nigga, to get a west side nigga for help? And Rosco says, I'm a west side nigga. I say, I can't tell, nigga. You niggas is from the east side. So we going back and forth joking. The whole time, I'm really not buying their story. I don't even think they for real. I think they just joking around. So that's why I'm out there joking. Basically, they look at it as I'm killing time. So finally, Rosco said, cuz, let's go. So I said, hold up, I'm going with y'all. So I jump in the car. It's four of us in the car. We roll to the east side. We come back with no tires, 3 rims, no windows, and about 40 bullet holes in the car. We not gonna make it all the way back to where I live at. So we stop on Normandy and 58th. We go to the homie little Doc Rock's house. We pull up and we jump out and we just amazed that we still living. So I call my brother. My brother comes to scoop me up. He pulls up in a Suzuki Jeep. Bro is mad. He's hot. But I'm not understanding why he's upset just yet. So we end up getting in the car and bro is yelling at me the whole way home. Man, you stay away from them fools. Them fools be high. Them fools get high before they go put work in. And then you gonna be riding with them and you sober? Like, nigga, you really doing this from their heart. Them niggas is hiding behind their courage by getting high. And I'm like, oh shit, it's making sense, but nigga, you yelling at me like you my mama, you my daddy is something I ain't so much feeling that. So I'm telling him, nigga, Roscoe's my nigga, man. Anytime he need me, I'm going. And he tells me Roscoe's his nigga too, and he go for Rosco as well. And so I'm listening, I'm trying to let it sink in without being argumentative. And I realize, bro was telling me this out of love. Bro was kind of loving me and respecting me at this time. So I started to feel a little good about the direction that me and bro's relationship was going in. We had a little young homie named Lil Ron Ron. Lil Ron Ron was about 14 years old when he got killed. After Lil Ron Ron gets killed, Little Looney paroles. So Lil Looney's back out here on the streets and he's getting everybody together. He really got the hood in motion. He really put together this thing that we call the overhills, and he had the homies deep, and he taught the homies how to gang bang. He taught the homies that you gotta fight, you gotta stay down, and he led by example. So Lil Looney was like this new leader that had emerged in the hood. Little Looney comes over to my house just before nighttime, and we standing in my driveway for hours, just me and Lil Loon. And we talking, we kicking it. And then there's this guy coming up the street in like a dark windbreaker. And Lil Looney said, "Cuz, who's that?" I said, "Oh, that's Herman." He said, "Who's Herman?" I said, "The homie, live around the corner." He like, "Oh, okay, all right." And Lil Looney said, "Oh, man." He said, "I want this nigga to be up under me." And I said, "Nah, if he gonna be up under anybody, he gonna be up under me." Lil Looney said, "Nah, I like Cuz. I want him up under me." I'm like, "No, I like him too." So Lil Looney says, "Cuz, look, we're not gonna argue. We gonna let him choose." So I'm like, "All right." So as Herman approaches us, Lil Looney like, "What's up, cuz?" He like, "What's up?" He's smiling and shit. And Lil Looney said, "Cuz, we up here arguing. We want to know who you want to be named after." And Herman says, "It don't matter to me." And Lil Looney's telling him, "You gotta choose, you gotta choose." I'm just sitting back, being quiet, looking and listening. And he said, "I respect both of y'all. Both of y'all are big homies. So it don't matter to me." So then I butt in. "Cuz you Lil Kev Mac. Cuz you from my side, you a light-skinned nigga. I like you. You Lil Kev Mac." He said, "All right, I'm Lil Kev Mac. You ain't got to fight nobody to get put on. You ain't got to do none of that." Herman had been having issues over the name Baby D-Lo. And so he squabbled up. He was making a name for himself for squabbling up. But dudes was kind of saying that he was getting the worst end of these fights. Like he couldn't really hang with them dudes because they were sending 3-4 dudes at him. So I tell him, "Yeah, you tell them niggas you Lil Kev Mac now, they not gonna put no hands on you. You're gonna get your respect. Just carry the name well." And he represented, he did that. And then Lil Looney gets killed November 30th, 1990. When I would get in bed and go to sleep at night, bro would come in there and turn the light on. Man, I hate it when he turned that light on. Like, I don't like light on when I go to sleep. And it would bother me. But bro was like a guardian angel to me. He's checking on me to make sure I'm cool before he go to sleep at night. It's like he couldn't rest until he knew I was in the bed asleep. Or maybe this nigga was gonna steal my car again. Shit, I don't know. But bro would really come check on me. And that was something different. We're actually having conversations now. And we're both messing with Rosco. We hanging out with Rosco. And we're joking. Like we was three the hard way, but then you had other homies that were kind of mingling with us as well. When they were real tight, they would go do licks and shit. I go to sleep, get up and go to work. And so, you know, I worked off and on. I worked sometimes I didn't work. But I was usually working on a suspended license. So that lets you know I didn't do a whole lot of working. Especially when I see them getting the kind of money they was getting. Like, wait a minute, hold up, let me put some boom in it. I gotta get some paper too. Here comes 1991. My brother goes back to prison for burglary, and Rosco goes back to prison for another shooting. So in the midst of these good years and these good times, it's starting to unravel. Homies are getting killed. Internal conflicts are going on. I catch that case. And so 91 is just like this bad year on the backs of 90 and 89. There's a lot of dudes missing, man. It's like that mass incarceration was real. There was a lot of homies locked up during this time. So when bro's locked up in San Diego, in Donovan State Prison, I'm going to see bro. I'm taking his newly born son up to go see him. you know, because we was cool like that now, so I don't have no problem taking my time out to go visit bro on weekends. And that's it for today's story. Today's message, stay true to KM Video True Stories and I'll stay true to you. But for real, sometimes you just gotta ride it out and eventually the tables will turn. That's it for today's story. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to leave a comment, especially if your big brother used to punk you. Or if you ever got revenge on your brother. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. Salute.
Wow.